Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Chapters, Interactive Stories, Hide and Seek, Chapter 2. For hours, you waited with Caleb in the police station. You haven't spoken since your parents died. At least, you haven't spoken. Caleb keeps asking you what has happened, but you have no idea what to say. So, you say nothing. A female officer approaches you. Emily? Caleb? My name is Linda. I'm an officer. Are you a policeman? Do you have handcuffs? I do. Would you like to play with them? Yes. Okay, please take care of them while I ask your sister some questions. And if you see any bad guys, make sure to catch them for me. You're very nice, but that routine doesn't work on people older than 6. Emily, I understand you're going through a lot, but we need you to help us, for your sake and your brother's. Fine. Caleb, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I won't. I'll stay here. You'll be safe, Emily. It's a police station. One of the safest places around. Yeah, well, up until a few hours ago, I used to think home was the safest place around. The police have only been questioning you for a half an hour, but every minute under the fluorescent lights feels like an eternity. I'm trying to tell you, I was too busy not getting killed to see what happened. Emily, I know you're stressed, but lashing out at us isn't going to help us. It will only make it worse. My parents were just murdered while I was in another room. I don't see how much worse it can get than that. The intruders who murdered your parents might, well, come for you. Wait, this isn't over? This horror might continue? What do I do? Resist the cops? They might be in on it. Try to help the cops. They're the only chance you have. Why not? I don't remember anything from that night. I just heard mumblings and gunshots, like I told you. But lately, my parents have been acting weird around me. What do you mean by acting weird? Lowered voices, getting quiet whenever I walk into the room, being extra careful, like I can't leave the house outside of school. Did you overhear them talking about someone? A name or anything? No, but I heard them talk about a man once, and my father said that he won't hurt the children. He has other plans. Thanks, Emily. We'll look into your parents' past, but our priority now is keeping you and your brother safe. We've been having trouble finding a family member. We can't seem to locate your grandmother. That would make 2 of us. She lives in Alaska, and we haven't seen her in years. Not since my parents' last argument with her. Do you have any other relatives we could call? For the past few years, it's just been us. We have an uncle and some aunts, but they're in and out of prison. We found a copy of a drafted will left in your house that your father was writing, which would leave you in custody of the Harmons. Do you know the Harmons? Yes. I used to play with their daughter a long time ago, but I haven't seen them since I was Caleb's age. Under the circumstances, this might be the best case scenario. You and Caleb may have to go live with them. What do you think of this arrangement? So you're asking a child what they think of an arrangement on top of all the emotional stress they just went through. Okay, alright. Well, I guess? Please get me out of here. I need something normal. They have a daughter my age, and well, my dad seemed to trust them enough to make them our guardians. Are you sure you want to live with them? If they'll have us, and I think it would be best for Caleb to have people that know our parents and for us to stick together. And it would be nice to spend time with your friend, their daughter. I wouldn't call us friends, to be honest. I can't even remember her name. Good thinking, Emily. We'll get in contact with the Harmons and start making arrangements to get you to them and guarantee your safety. Thank you, Linda, for helping us. I'd like to say it's my job, but you should know that I want to make sure you're safe. Officer Linda calls the Harmons. They express their sympathies and agree to be the guardians for you and Caleb. Officer Linda volunteers to take you and Caleb to grab your clothes in the morning and bring you all the way out to them. The cops cleared the scene at your house, but your belongings are still inside. Emily, we just have to pack up all your things. Do you want to do it yourself, or should I do it? That depends. What's it like in there? The evidence has been removed, but it hasn't been cleaned. So, there is blood everywhere, but it's up to you. Oh. Okay, apparently Diamond Option gives you the chance to go inside and probably see the horrific scene. Oh, well. Excuse me, well, I'm not going to select that. Stay outside with Caleb. Could you pack a bag for me and Caleb? I prefer to stay out here with Caleb. Yeah, no problem. I'll get everything for you. Is there anything specific you need? No, just a variety of clothes for both of us. And grab some toys for Caleb. Does Caleb have a special blanket or toy that he needs? He'll play with anything, so whatever you can get is fine. Thank you. Officer Linda enters the house to pack your belongings while you wait with Caleb. It's still morning, and not even a day since your parents died, but you're packed up and about to leave. That should be everything. You can say goodbye to your friend, and then we have to leave. It's a long drive. You notice Abby approaching you from the sidewalk. Caleb gives Abby a big hug, not wanting to let go. Can you come with us, Abby? Sorry, bud. I have to stay here and hold down the fort, but I'll come visit you, I promise. Hey, Caleb, can you give us a minute to say goodbye? Caleb walks away so you can have a private moment with Abby. Abby, thank you for coming to see us off. I'm so sad that you're leaving. I feel like a part of me is leaving. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about what happened last night. It's been so horrible. Emily, don't think about it. Be careful that you're still alive. Or be thankful, excuse me. Huh? What's wrong? It just seems like you're not upset that my parents were just murdered. Of course I am, Emily, but I'm thankful that I have you. Just be patient. Everything will be okay. Thanks, Abby. I'll call you as soon as I can. Abby gives you a hug and then walks away. After hours of sitting in the back of a squad car, staring at the woods on a dark road, you finally pull into a well-paved road. We're here. And suddenly, you can see in the distance, beyond the woods, is a beautiful mansion. This is our home? It is the biggest place I've ever seen. You're about to start the next chapter of your life in a 4-story gorgeous mansion. Is that really where we're going to live? Yes, according to the directions they gave us. It's really big. Seems you'll have plenty of room to play. What kind of games do you like to play? Hide and seek is my favorite. Well, that house is sure to have plenty of hiding spots. You could probably get lost in there forever. Caleb tugs on your arm. He seems like the 6-year-old is off in his own world. What's that? Caleb, that's our new home. It's a mansion. No, not that. That! Okay, creepy much, but alright. You look to see what Caleb is pointing at. It's an abandoned house about a mile off in the field. The house is dilapidated and looks unoccupied. I don't know. Officer Linda? What's that house? No idea, but it looks like it should be condemned. I don't want you kids playing in there. What's condemned mean? It means if you walk in there, the whole house collapses, right? That's right. And with you underneath. Now, I want you two living a full, long life. Can you promise me that? We'll try. You could see Officer Linda didn't like your unenthusiastic answer. She sighs and drives onward. You put your arm around Caleb to reassure him, but then he shrugs you off and continues to stare out the window. I'm not sure what to do with Caleb. I wish Mom were still alive so I could ask her. Don't worry, Caleb. We'll be safe. We're staying in the mansion straight ahead. I'll never be able to reassure him like Mom did, but I have to try to be there for him. When the car stops, Mr. Harmon comes out and introduces himself. You must have had a long drive. Let me help you with your luggage. He opens the trunk and takes out your 2 suitcases and brings them to the front of the door. Caleb hides behind your back and watches Mr. Harmon with a careful eye as he approaches Officer Linda. Mother of zombie! Holy mother! Wow! You look like death incarnate. Whoo! Thank you so much for bringing them here. Do you want to come in and rest? I should be leaving. I just wanted to make sure they were in good hands. It's okay. I remember him. Thank you, Officer Linda. Okay, now, Emily, if you remember anything from that night, don't forget to call me. You nod to her. Although you know it's a lost cause, you never saw the killer's face. You wave at Officer Linda. As Officer Linda drives away, still shy, Caleb comes out from behind you. Is that Caleb? Why, the last time I saw you was at the hospital after you were born. He's a little shy. He takes a while to warm up. I just didn't recognize him. He was just a little baby then. I'm not a baby. Oh, you sure aren't. Why, you're a full-grown man now. Don't tease the poor boy. My God, are you... grotesque is the word. Grotesque. And it has nothing... The skin color, it's like... She's literally dead. Wow. Okay. He looks normal. Her? Mother of... She gave you a fright. You didn't even notice Miss Harmon come outside to stand behind you. She literally was just talking a minute ago. I'm so confused. Oh, dear. I didn't mean to frighten you, Emily. Why, look at what a beautiful young woman you've grown into. Mr. Harmon walks up and puts his arm around his wife, then looks at you. I hope the drive wasn't too horrible. So these are the Harmons? I don't trust them. Considering the past couple days, the drive was the least horrible thing we've experienced. Yes, I'm sorry about your loss, but we shall help you put that all behind you. Right. Like the fact that your wife is discolored. My God! I don't want to seem ungrateful, but putting my parents behind me is the last thing I want to do. What my husband is trying to say is that we were very close with your parents, and we miss them dearly. You also miss, like, vitamin C, D, a lot of other things. Wow, okay, I gotta stop looking at her. Although we can never hope to fill the void they left in your hearts, we shall try to make sure you are raised the way they would have wanted. I'm sorry I was defensive. I'm just hurting. It's all right, dear. We have plenty of time to let your wounds heal. And Caleb, how big you've grown. Why, you were just a baby when we saw you last. And now look at you. You're a full-grown man. How old are you, 25? No, I'm 6. Well, I'd be fooled. I guess we can't let you drive it. Can I? Well, the law won't let you drive a car. Not for another decade, but we do have 2 brand new motorized scooters you 2 can use. Those are for us? Only if you want them to sit and get rusted. I don't want to. We can't thank you enough. Oh, where's your daughter? I remember she was my age. Oh, she won't be here. You wait for more details on that strange information, but only awkward stares fill the uncomfortable silence. Let's get you both inside. Let's not even comment about the coloration of her. No, let's completely ignore that. Must be normal in these towns. The mansion was more immaculate and beautiful on the inside. This is like a fairy tale. Your rooms aren't quite done yet, but please feel free to ride around. There's so much to explore. Unless you're tired, then you can sleep in our bed. Caleb answers by his actions. He scampers over to the motorized scooters, ready to explore. Although, we ask that you please follow one rule. See the 4th floor? The last floor of the house? You must never enter it. Rules? I don't like rules. I'll respect your rules. If you guys don't want us to go up there, then we will stay away. There's 3 other floors to explore. I think that we have more than enough room than we've ever had without violating your one rule. Thank you for understanding, Emily. We really appreciate it. I'm afraid I might have been a little mysterious with that rule, but perhaps let me explain so you understand. Mr. Harmon's life work and some expensive and rare artwork is on the 4th floor, and we wouldn't be able to replace. Even more impressive than artwork and sculptures that surround the house? Yes, and that's where we keep our most valuable and precious pieces. Then we promise never to go to the 4th floor. I'd never be able to repay you for anything we damaged. Right, Caleb? Yeah, we promise not to go to the 4th floor. Thank you, children. Now go have fun. There's plenty to explore. Have you and Caleb really landed in a dream mansion? Find out in the next chapter. So I have something to share with you guys. The reason why you haven't been seeing the, get out of my way, thank you. The reason why you haven't been seeing these up on the channel is they're not released yet. So just FYI. That's why it says remind me. I was like, oh, cool, these are all released here. And, no. Hide and Seek is, apparently not released. All these are coming soon. These 3 are coming soon. These 2 they're currently working on releasing. So do keep that in mind. So everyone that's like, oh, I want this app so bad. Give it time. They're releasing with 6 stories versus what Choices released with, which was 2. Most Wanted and Freshman. And then shortly thereafter was Crown and the Flame. But with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, if you're watching and you've watched to the end, let me know in the comment section below, out of the 4 books that I've uploaded, which one do you enjoy the most? So far, the views are tallying towards Kidnapping the Princess, but, you know, people just may have clicked on it. A lot of people were like, wait, this isn't Choices, and you're right, it's not. But with that being said, I like it. Yes, they have the same kind of layout, which there's a lot of games, there's a lot of apps, personally, trust me, on my search for apps and things to do, I've seen plenty of these, and not all of them are as good as Choices, and this one. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Hopefully they've got the same awesomeness that Choices has, and well, so far they got a pretty good lineup. And again, I like the darker tone. I like the more serious tone. And I like the more mysterious tone of these books as well. Also, if you're ever feeling generous enough, feel free to head down the description below. You can help support me and my content. Otherwise, there's a couple links for social media. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.